sports. It's in the game.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. As Shaheed going to go in motion. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, look at the juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
You got caught.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. forced out to his left. Olave holds it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Up the middle, it's Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Foster Moreau, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stroud sets up the play action. Out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at the Saints defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Here's Stroud. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Well-executed 22-yard gain.
Godwin continues to be the receiver every quarterback wants in his offense. Over 100 catches and 1,000 yards last season. Fills that reliable short field role and knows how to get open quickly on any type of route.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Play action. Stroud now. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really... There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Stroud to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's Rick.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. Now there's Will Anderson, the 3rd overall pick to bring him down. And now Carr changing the formation.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
Bulldozes past him.
Taken down at the 42.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. This is 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Brian Brzee in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Now Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
All right, let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stroud looking to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Stroud.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
All right, fellas, one more time.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a save. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Malik Collins able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Pierce now up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
That's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake. Carr.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And oh, he coughed it up. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now they're in the hurry up. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw, it's Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It is pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Another carry for Pierce. Takes it to about the 37.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
That's good for 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On play action, it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Shifts by him. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Carr going to look to throw. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derek Carr taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Texans 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.